Hi everyone! Welcome to this EYFS activity video series, today looking at personal, social and emotional development. To briefly summarise, the 2021 EYFS Framework features some key changes compared to its predecessor, so it's good to consider how this affects your provision. As such, it's good to keep in mind the importance of 1. Following the children's lead. Even though adult-led learning provocations can be a great start, always be prepared to go with the flow and adapt based on what the children's interests are. 2. Keeping things accessible. The activities and continuous provision you offer in your setting must be accessible to all the children who wish to take part. This means that some activities might need to be made more simple for some children or more risky or complex to challenge others. And finally, it's important not to lose sight of the basics. Everyday events like hand washing before lunch or tidy up time can also be a learning experience and an opportunity to build on skills, even though these don't have a finished physical product. To help you get started with all of this, we've compiled activities focused on the 7 different areas of learning, and as I mentioned, today we'll be focusing on the prime area of personal, social and emotional development. According to the framework document, PSED is crucial for children to lead healthy and happy lives and is fundamental to their cognitive development. Underpinning their personal development are the important attachments that shape their social world. Strong, warm and supportive relationships with adults enable children to learn how to understand their own feelings and those of others. Within this area of learning, the early learning goals for when children reach the end of reception focus on self-regulation, managing self and building relationships. That's why in this video we'll be showing you activities focused on these goals. Let's get into it. First up, treasure baskets. For this activity you'll need a variety of objects that are safe for babies to explore but which aren't toys. When choosing items, consider things like handling, mouthing, throwing, rolling and waving. The items should be small enough that babies can easily pick them up and hold them without being a choking risk, and they could be man-made or natural, such as the mix of items I have with me here. To set up, it's nice and simple, and you just need to assemble everything in a low, sturdy basket for babies to sit at and explore. They can reach in and choose items of their own interest, so to allow them to do so freely and explore everything without adult intervention, whilst still being supervised. This helps to promote independence and allows babies to learn about different textures and objects, whilst also practicing their fine motor skills. Next up, feeding time. Meals at the setting aren't just about getting energy into your little ones, they're also the perfect learning opportunity. Understanding the importance of healthy choices and self-care for the youngest in your setting is really more about routines, helping with washing, creating a clean, comfortable environment, and of course, understanding and encouraging self-feeding. That's why, while still being aware of choking hazards, it's important to encourage them to feed themselves as soon as they're ready, and you can worry about the mess later. Finger foods will also encourage better fine motor control when they're ready, as well as proper routines around hand washing, which will help to promote good hygiene. One final thing to note is that when thinking about other aspects of PSED, children actually express some of their first agency by refusing food, as it's one of the only things they can really control at that age. That's why you shouldn't assume children don't like a food you offer them if they refuse it the first time. Stay calm and offer it again later on. So, all in all, just don't let your eating time get stale. Keep it fresh and make sure you encourage healthy attitudes for all of your children. And finally, story time and emotions. For this one, you'll just need a range of the children's favourite books and a cosy corner. Of course, storytime is a regular occurrence in any early years setting, but you're able to extend it from the basics by discussing with the children the emotions of the different characters and how they might feel, what their expressions and body language in the illustrations are telling us, and how the children might react in the situations that the characters find themselves in. This could even lead to some fun roleplay or reenactments amongst the children. Well, that's a wrap. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos in this series to learn more and try out activities for the other 6 areas of learning. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest from family, and feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any feedback or suggestions. See you next time.